When I was in college, actually at my bachelor years, I was fascinated by ITS student research team. I was interested by UAV drones and other flying machine. So, I joined unit kegiatan mahasiswa robotika ITS. I remember, at my first week as a newcomer, we traveled through all hall in campus. We introduced to a lot of ITS student research team. There are Sapu Angin, Baru Nastra, Ichiro, and many others.
Wah, Pabas, lari, ikutin depannya. Larikan.
At noon, we gather at campus stadion, and there is a supercar coming with a loud machine. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Mobil buatan Indonesia.
An all-black sexy-looking car called Lawa Iran came, and all of us cheers with high enthusiasm. Although we standing at noon and get a lot of heat stroke, we still feel joyful for what we have seen that day. For your information, Surabaya temperature at a peak can reach 36 degrees Celsius, and many of us fainted by the heat wave. So, here's how my journey started. I was majoring in naval architecture and marine engineering, but I want to develop my passion in flying machine. Pretty fun, right? I tried to apply as a volunteer in department research team, and I got accepted. The team is called ITS Marine Solar Boat Team, and their goal is to build an electric solar powered boat. As a mechanic, I study hard how to understand what parameters my seniors want. First, speed. Okay. Second, efficiency. Okay. And then, this boat can fly. What? I asked myself. Are you sure, mate? I'm searching on internet the keywords. First, flying boat. Then, flying solar boat, and so on. And then I find the key. Hydrofoil boats. What is hydrofoil boat? Sound interesting. It's turned out, the team who developed solar boat has put their hydrofoil technology since 2013 on their boat. Wow, that's cool. The UDEV Solar Boat team has developed hydrofoil technology to maximize the speed and energy efficiency. But first, what is hydrofoil? Hydrofoil is a wing that operates in water. The purpose is to generate lift force for boat, so the wetted surface area can reduce.
And weight, these are open territory for designers.
Foils could well be the area which decides the next America's Cup. The principles which allow an AC-75 yacht to foil are basically the same principles that allows an aeroplane to stay in the air. So we've got an airfoil section on the foils, which is roughly the same cross-sectional shape as an aircraft wing, and the flow over the top of those foils is faster than the flow underneath due to the geometry of the section shape. That creates more pressure underneath, which lifts the 7.5 tons of the yacht and her crew.
In simple terms, as a hydrofoil craft gains speed, the hydrofoil lifts up the boat out of the water, decreasing drag and allowing greater speeds. So, how we develop our own hydrofoil technology? Honestly, I don't know. But we just trial and error. We just got failure and failure again. I don't know why. Maybe the manufacturing process, the material selection, and others. But At the end, we just got failure as the final answers. It's a big question for me. What's going on? Why this cannot work as our plan? It took a week for me to self-introspection for what happened at my first year. As a new academic year coming, I am planning for my next step. I joined Bayu Caraka ITS UAV research team to understand more about wing characteristics. Their goals is to develop fixed and rotary wings to compete at Kontes Robot Terbang Indonesia. From there, I met a great mentor who mastering from design, manufacture, and operating a flying machine. To understand more about wing characteristics, first, I need to design and manufacture it by myself. It took a lot of efforts for me. We must give the best effort from design, manufacture, operating, and UAV drones, and we must win the Kontes Robot Terbang Indonesia. Our approach to understand more about flying characteristics is by trial and error. We change our design so many times to meet the best flying performance. When the drone crashes, we build it again from scratch. When we fail, we try it again. After 3 great major changes, finally, we got our ultimate design. We named it Jato UZ-10 V3. It's a pylon design with a high maneuverability characteristic. The competition days comes near us. It took 2 days using bus from Surabaya to Lampung. Our teams has prepared for the best result and we are ready to compete. Day -1, we testing all of our system. We try to fly our UAV, but bad luck come to us. Our plane crashed to a lake. The control system is malfunction, and the pilot cannot drive the plane. Tomorrow we have to compete, but we lost our only hope to win the competition. Our plane crash location is 8 kilometers from the takeoff point. I'm so depressed because as a mechanic, that's my failure. Again, failure. I feel so hopeless and lost. Why bad luck comes to us when we need good luck the most for this month? I stare at my colleagues and we decide to ngebolang to find our only plane to further investigation. And some silent moments comes to me. I remember when Sapu Angin tries to compete in London. Their car caught fire and nothing left remains. But the team member still have the spirit to build the car again from the scratch. From that story, we motivate each of us. Let's build it again from what remains. If a failure comes, we need to rise and try it again. So, in one night, we built our UAV plane from remains fuselage. It turns out works very well and our plane can run to the final. Alhamdulillah, after hard work, we get second place in Kontes Robot Terbang Indonesia 2018 at Racing Plane Division. What a lesson we can learn from this story is failure is something you cannot avoid. Failure, same as rejection, is a moment when a human are told are not good enough. But it happens, and that's normal. You got rejected. So what? Failure and rejection is not the end of the world. You can try it again. Failure and rejection are stepping stones. You can be where you want to be only after you went through a series of failure and rejection. Being failure and rejected does not make you a regret. It makes you a better person instead. So, look at failure and rejection from another angle. Failure and rejection is not a setback, it's part of your growth. When we are trying to achieve a goal, sometimes we hit a plateau. It may be because we don't know how to do next, or we haven't learned it yet. So keep going, try harder, take a break, and don't give up too soon. Because you will never know how close you are to your destination. You will only see it once you are there. So it's not about how smart and talented you are. What you need is the tenacity to keep going no matter what the challenges are. However, to achieve your goal, you need to overcome a certain degree of difficulty. It won't to be a smooth ride, and it's not always a bad either. And once you are there, you will realize how far you have come. And you will thank yourself for not giving up too soon. Lastly, it's okay if you feel disappointed, angry, or sad. Let your emotion out, but don't dwell on it too much. Feel them just enough, then use them as your fuel to bounce back and grow.